And welcome into Bon Appetit. You know, if you like to eat and you want to try something a little out of the ordinary, but some things that are ordinary also, you need to make a point to come to the Jewish Food Festival that's going to be held at Temple Beth Or. It's a yearly event, and we're very happy today to have two of the extraordinary people from the temple to be with us. Milt Livingston, you're the publicity chairman.
Yes, sir.
And you wrangled up Marlene Beringer here. And Marlene, you're going to be our cook extraordinaire. And you know, I've gone to this thing probably for the past, as long as you've had it, just about. And it's always a fun event because obviously there's food, and I enjoy food, and I think most people do. Definitely. And then there's also a treasure shop, isn't there, Milt?
Our treasure market contains gently used items from our congregation, and our congregation always donates some very unusual and nice things.
Yes,
so
right.
We encourage people to look at that. Our gift shop's also open at the time as well.
It's like going to an estate sale.
It is.
I'll put it that way, rather than
right.
it's not a flea market by any stretch. It
No.
is truly an estate sale. But the food is the king. And
Well,
today
that's what
you're going to
brings
show us
people in.
one part of this.
Yes. Rugala is one of the items that we make. It's one of our bakery items.
Okay.
And we start with a dough that is, it has a few calories in it probably. It's made with cream cheese and butter and enough flour to hold it together.
It's called moderation.
Yes.
You can eat it, just don't eat the whole thing.
Right. And
You'd roll it out.
we have a number of ladies that come and work. We make several thousand of these to sell at the food festival. Our bakery has a number of items, including strudel and challah, which
So that
I'll
thing you're
show
rolling,
you
that pink thing you're rolling it on, that's called the template, right?
It is. It is. And that helps us make it a little bit more uniform.
And you keep it inside the lines, as
We
they say.
do. We do. And we'll just cut it into eight pieces.
Just like an old pizza cutter there.
Exactly.
Now, can we get the recipe for this if somebody
Sure,
wants to? If
sure.
you want to try it at home, you can, but I would suggest go to the festival.
Absolutely. Most of the items that we make are in our cookbook that was published a few years ago, called From Generation to Generation. Our sisterhood published that cookbook.
Okay.
You can pick it up at the temple at the food festival, or you can stop by there anytime.
Now, the first thing you were putting down there was
cinnamon and sugar.
Cinnamon and sugar.
Cinnamon and sugar, nuts. So cinnamon, sugar, nuts.
Is that a pecan?
These are pecans,
Okay.
chopped pecans. And we simply roll it. We will bake it in the oven. First,
This is very simple.
very simple.
Yes.
And
Probably the hardest thing is getting the dough put together.
no, it's not hard.
And it's, like
it's
you
not
say,
hard.
it's cream cheese and butter.
Cream cheese, butter, flour.
Hardest thing is not eating the cream cheese first.
Amen. That's the truth.
And and then we brush it with a little bit more butter after that and bake it. And so, whoops, it didn't quite fold nicely, but
Marlene is doing she's just showing us some of those. Milt, what are some of the other items people can eat while they're there?
Well, we have the food items, non-bakery. We have a wonderful hot plate with beef briskets, carrots, quajada, which is a Mediterranean pastry, spinach pastry.
Very good.
And a slice of challah, and Marlene has brought some of her homemade challah bread with her. We have a corned beef sandwich, we have hot dogs, kosher hot dogs.
Very good.
Potato latkes, which are like hash browns, only much, much better. My mom used to make those. Stuffed cabbage, kugel, which is a noodle kind of dessert type thing with a little sugar in it. Oh, I love it. And matzo ball soup, which we sell frozen, but is the cure for everything. I know everybody's getting upper respiratory problems today. Get your matzo ball soup, and it'll cure you right away.
that's what it's made
That's
from.
the way it is.
That's what
It's so funny because my old friend Joe Mussifer, who's a member of your temple there, he told me one year that he was in charge of hot dogs. He said he got a promotion. Now he can do brisket. And the last time I went there, he was still on hot dogs. So I said they must have demoted him.
And those of you who attend the temple, Joe is the tallest fellow there, so
Absolutely.
you'll be able to recognize him.
You can also get a wonderful New York cheesecake that's available.
Yes, we bring those in from Carnegie Deli in New York, the
Wow.
famous deli there. You can buy them by the slice.
Yeah,
now
that's the
slice,
box, and there's the whole cake, so you can see
Right.
the size. This is not your standard cheesecake that you see that's usually about this tall.
Right.
This is
No,
nice.
This is the best. This is the best. We bring those in for Food Festival. You can buy them either in the 6-inch cake, or you can buy a slice
Right.
from a larger piece.
Right,
That's,
and that'd be like a slice right there, and it's
well,
a nice size. That's a smaller one.
That's a small one.
Right.
That's a small one.
But you can make them available.
Made with love and sent to you here in Montgomery.
Okay, so the thing is going to be on February the 22nd. It's a Sunday. Starts at 9 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
It's at Temple Beth Or. That's on Narrow Lane Road in Montgomery. It's across the street from Montgomery Country Club because, you know, there's
Of
not
course.
big signage out there, but you can tell it. And it's between Fairview Avenue and Carter Hill Road. It's nestled right in that
Right.
stretch of Narrow Lane Road there. Plenty of parking. Admission, of course, is free.
Absolutely.
And there will be some, Rabbi Stevens will normally do some workshops too on the Jewish faith.
Right.
So it's a little bit of, we want to thank you guys for doing this every year.
Thank you
It's,
so much.
it's always
Jack.
nice. It's always something my wife and I look forward to. And just remember this, if you want to go on the go or if it's Bon Appetit, this is one you want to try to put on your calendar. You'll be glad you did. And we'll be right back right after this.